dogs out there.
Uh-huh.
You brought her in.
Oh, you just saw her and was like, hey, come here.
Random people off the street. Yeah, Megan's like, excuse me. Yeah. She
So
was cool. She's like, she was a dog person, so she got it. She understood.
She just poked her head out and said, hey, come here.
Yeah.
I'll pet your dog.
Kind of. Well, she ran after her, but yeah. It's the lady with like the blind dog that lives like right over here.
Oh, I don't know how to log into the phones.
Just your I don't know. Last name and first name.
Oh,
Dawn left it up. Okay, so we're not doing it live, but feel free to chime in. And if you shout a swear word, I can edit it out. So, hello, in honor of Dispatch Week. Anna, don't be afraid to walk past the camera. In honor of Dispatch Week, I am back in Dispatch. I'm gonna try and dispatch again. I gave it up. You know, I courageously hung up the headset when I couldn't keep up with the when I couldn't keep up with the fire and medical stuff anymore. When changed systems, I didn't understand it, and I kind of lost my skills. So I can't take any 911 calls. But what I can do is handle police traffic and regular phone calls. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm hoping it's not a total disaster. But for anyone that works in public safety and doesn't, or maybe doesn't know or fully appreciate what dispatchers are able to do and what they have to do, I challenge you to try and dispatch for a while. You may find that it is much more difficult than you think, or it's just as difficult as you think, or you might run out of the room crying, which is not off limits for me today. And I'd like a keyboard with actual letters on it. They wear the letters off their keyboards. Okay, logged in. Where's the status screen? How do I do that? So there's like 9 passwords to remember to get into all this again. Is this working? Is the left or the right pedal?
The right.
Whiskey 6 from Bountiful.
Okay, we'll get him on the way.
Sorry, Whiskey 7 from Bountiful. Respond on a 1050 PD, 500 South, 1100 West, white Ford Edge versus a dark blue passenger car. Negative airbags, not, and it is blocked. BUW07 986 E. I'm doing it. I'm doing it.
You got busy right when you got here.
I'm doing it.
Thank you.
I did it.
I wouldn't be able to do it.
What's this? Do I need to send someone on this medical? So maybe in between calls, I'll give you guys some pointers. Any prospective officers out there that want to know how best to get along with dispatch, and these other dispatchers can chime in if I'm giving good or bad advice. First thing is to remember is a seasoned officer, no matter what he or she is dispatched on, will always ask at least one question. For example, if you were to be dispatched on an individual on fire playing a tuba walking down Main Street at 3 a.m. at Center Street, it'd be helpful to ask for a clothing description. You would think being on fire and holding a tuba would be enough, but no, you need to ask for a clothing description. Right, gals?
Yeah, helps. The more info, the better.
Did you even hear what I said? How do you clone it?
CL/call number.
231 from Bountiful. Respond on a Delta Response Medical. Yeah, they changed it to Charlotte. Man. Yeah, I don't like this. This is nerve-wracking. And I don't even have to answer 911. So 911 is what made me the most scared. Because if you make a mistake, help's not getting there. So in a way, it's almost, you know, I mean, sometimes unless someone tells us where the emergency is, we're not getting there as cops. So pretty important that we have 911 operators that know what they're doing, are paying attention, and are remarkably efficient. So let's see, we've covered that a seasoned officer will always ask at least one question when dispatched on a call. Steph, how about another dispatch tip? I'm thinking Now, dispatchers are used to working at a very fast pace. So, for example, it's preferable for your traffic to them to be lightning fast and straight to the point and very, very, well, straight to the point, yet very detailed. So, for example, if you were going to make a traffic stop, you would want to do it like this. Battle for 2 Golf 11 10 60, Forward and North 500 West, Alpha Bravo Charlie Delta 2 Lima Fox. We're going to be pulling around just west of the Lowe's. Go ahead and send me another. It appears that it's occupied a few times. Plate's mildly obscured. I'm not sure what state it could be. And I think I've got break. Yeah, just send me another. So that's ideal radio
Yeah.
traffic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tip number 2 for prospective officers: lightning fast, very detailed radio traffic.
We have tips for
Found the food
cars.
company, anyone arrived. Village on Main, Captain Argyle.
I feel like
I feel like they should know that we ask a lot of questions and it's not delaying the response.
Yes.
Because people get super frustrated.
Yes.
We ask addresses twice and
So we'll do a serious one. And I've called into dispatch centers before, and I understand the feeling that people have when they call in. You feel like almost you're being questioned about whether what's happening is really happening, but really this is how dispatch gets enough information to tell officers and firefighters what they're going into. Keep in mind that just because they're asking you questions doesn't mean help isn't already on the way. There's 4 of us in here right now, so depending on who takes the call, the other dispatcher is seeing the notes as they're entered, and they're going to start dispatching who needs to go and where. So if you're calling in, don't be put off by the amount of questions we ask. Or, I said we, no, they. I'm not one of them anymore. Don't be put off by the amount of questions you're going to get asked. This is just how they prepare us to get out there. Yeah. I'm anxious because I feel like I should be doing something. You know, I got my training in a little bit that I have to go to.
What time?
8.
What training?
Hey man, don't first line supervisor. Yeah, it's here, so.
And you doing it all day? After being awake all night?
Yeah. Yeah.
And working tonight?
Yep. No, not tonight.
oh nice.
If dispatch gives you an address as a new officer, and you get to the area and it's not immediately apparent where that address is, ask dispatch for a better address, because this is a secret they taught me is sometimes they have an exact address, they just don't give it to you. No, that's false. Whatever address.
Take a
I'm
second. Look
guilty of
around.
this too. Whatever address dispatch gives you is the best one they have.
Right, and look at their address.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not gonna send you to like a fake one.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Or my,
Faxed it 5 and 5 and something.
I guess instead of doing the real sarcastic tips, we'll go ahead and say, yeah, if dispatch sends you on a guy on fire playing a tuba on Main Street at 3 a.m., you don't need a clothing description. You'll see him. And keep your radio traffic brief and to the point.
And we've
Yeah.
probably already sent medical and
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah.
So don't ask.
That's
if we're
that's
sending
another great
them.
one is respond on an assist to fire. This would be a structure fire, 805 South Main. Copy, you got fire en route.
Don't you guys carry
Yes, we do.
fire extinguishers?
Yes, fire is en route.
Yep, we are sending medical
are.
on the Echo we sent you on.
They are en route. Yeah.
That's not just a meme, it happens.
Yeah. Ooh, I have a good meme. I have a good meme I'm gonna post actually here in a little bit. I think maybe we'll do a meme a day in honor of Dispatch Week. This one is gonna be Thor, and it's gonna say, new recruits be like, bring me Thanos, and then below it'll be Luis from Ant-Man. What Dispatch hears, oh, we can handle it. We're professionals, right?
Yeah.
Everyone comes to the job brand new and gung ho, and then they get on the radio. It's like, bleh. Guilty of that too.
So is this for new officers?
This is just in honor of Dispatch Appreciation Week. I'm just giving everyone examples of the weird stuff that we do.
Okay.
That we
This is going on the website.
Yes,
Or
that
on Facebook.
yeah, this is stuff that we put you through. I'm giving behind the scenes whiskey 6. I'm giving behind the scenes info on what you guys have to deal with.
Oh my gosh.
It's a 911 call. It still makes me nervous hearing it.
I was super nervous for like the first year.
Yeah.
Every time it rang. Oh, please don't be something
address
big.
one more time.
Yeah, I never got used to it.
Now it's like,
Still
I hope
freaked me
it's
out
not
every
big.
time.
Yeah, it took a while.
So here's another example. She's taking a 911 call. I'm looking at the call while she's typing it in.
Okay,
X-ray 14 from Bountiful. Respond on
and you don't see him anymore, so. it says
possible person struck by a train, 1500
1500
south
South Woods Cross.
at the front runner tracks.
Okay. Which direction?
Caller's third party thinks Union Pacific might have hit a person. They saw someone cross the train tracks and the train slammed on their brakes hard.
Okay.
Just call on a possible
Unknown.
train versus pedestrian. You guys got that?
Response to the area.
Okay.
And let them know that the caller's on the east side of the train that we see.
Ambulance 85.
Okay, perfect. Okay, awesome. Well, we've got someone on the
Is that confirmed?
I'm sorry. UP said they did hit someone.
Okay. X-ray units responding to 1500 South, 880 West. Union Pacific confirms they did hit someone.
Eyes on the patient at this time or not?
Negative, no visual third party.
Neither did UTA PD.
I got the thing.
Yeah, you'll have to get that. I don't know way I can do it.
So the Union Pacific,
Or from the thing, when we find out where the train is off and they're having a hard time accessing it.
It's 801-298-6000. Does anyone have eyes on the patient?
911, what's the address of the emergency?
Oh. Okay. Perfect. Yep.
Now, from the tank, when I've arrived.
Yeah, it was a
I'll set up
30
1500
person
South,
said they saw
and
someone just
I'll be out on 1500 South, stop there and contact somebody.
Officers there to help with traffic and whatnot.
Okay.
we've got the address on the Annie Alley.
Okay.
I already pulled up.
I don't think so. Steph, 31 at 7:49.
Okay. That's right. Okay.
Um,
Are you with me?
what did they say? Do they have eyes on him, Steph?
Yeah, I think so on the west side.
Is he Echo?
Running around here, but they can't see anything if you'll check on the website.
You're right.
29.
Okay, she died at
Yeah,
50.
so did you talk to anyone that had eyes on her?
No. UTA PD just said that their engineer, and then they hit somebody, but they didn't have any patient info where the patient was.
Okay.
Hey, when you guys walk north, I can see the front of the train down
and
here, and there's
is
a couple officers walking that way too.
Is she,
Go north that way
has she
through
stopped
the,
seizing?
I can report when you get down there.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, let me just get a little bit more information from you.
And you can make this one fast.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and send paramedics now.
I would rather be in my car responding to this right now.
1500 South.
So we have a patient at 1500 South.
Copy, obvious Echo.
Land from 85 up and
Well, there you go.
down, go from command when you make all of the working notifications you need to get reps on their way up here.
10 more
that's what 45 minutes in dispatch can be like. Joking around 1 minute and then taking a call of someone getting hit by a train the next. So appreciate your dispatchers, everybody, because this is the roller coaster they deal with. Can I be done now? Okay, I'm done now.
Can you repeat that so I know I have it right?